Hi everybody, it's Annette, and I'm so glad to be able to join you and have a smile on my face. I've kind of had a rough day. Just trying to get off the couch was just a task today. All I wanted to do was just lay down, and I started feeling anxious, and my stomach was hurting, so I had to take a medicine, so then that made me tired. But then when I woke up, I'm like, okay, we need to get up, do our hair, do our makeup, maybe make a video to help pep us up. And so that's what I'm doing. So how is your quarantine going? Here there aren't terribly amount of people that are getting sick around this area. My friend is coming over. She needs to bring some stuff, so she is coming over, and we're going to take advantage of our time together and just karaoke and just have fun together. So yeah, so anyways, I wanted to just tell you that now I'm not a religious, I don't want to consider myself a religious person. I'm more of a Christian spiritualist, meaning that I believe in the a lot of the new age stuff where we're all connected by energies, and that a lot of times I'm an empath, so a lot of times I bring in your energy, and if you're hurting, then it hurts me. So I think that's one of the reasons why I've had to block off my heart. And speaking of that, I've had a really hard time the last year and a half, 2 years. Well, really, since Trump became president. My son recently and my brother kind of agreed with him that I'm not really that same person who is unconditionally loving and non-judgmental and pure. I've been swearing a lot and saying mean things, and Joby, my son, says this is just not the mom I grew up with. So I've made note of that, and I have been praying about it, and I've made some changes. No more watching politics, because I get obsessed with politics. And I might actually actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and get it off my chest, the last few things that I've learned. And then I'll go into what this did for me, the Holy Bible. Now, like I said, I'm not a religious person, but I love my God and I love my Jesus because they have been there for me, and miracles have happened. I mean, miracles have happened. And one day I'll make a video about how many and what kind of miracles it is. But for the purpose of this video, I wanted you to know that I've been avoiding watching politics, and I took CNN and MSNBC and all of those news stations off of my subscriptions on YouTube because I go to YouTube every day and I get my news and stuff. But I also watch the nighttime talk shows, which I can't give up. I can't give that up. So I've been watching them, even though they're kind of weird. They do it from home and stuff like that. But I still hear what's going on, and it of course upsets me. And then if it upsets me too much, then I change the channel. And when my brother came over once, I told him we can't talk about politics because he is the one person that I debate with. He is like the polar opposite of my views. And so sometimes it's very frustrating to get him to understand, and probably vice versa. But anyway, just to throw a couple things in there about how I feel, I think that, honestly, I'm very scared. I'm not usually a person who has fear, but I am scared because I see all of the qualities and all of the signs of this becoming a dictatorship and a monarchy. He wants to be king. Trump wants to be king. And he's almost got the backup to do it, man. Now he's trying to suspend or, I don't know what it's called, stop the Congress from doing something. He wants to control Congress, basically. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up tabs, and then because the WHO, the World Health Order, didn't give him enough time to do anything, which is a lie. Is a lie. He's known about this pandemic for a long time. And even to this day, he's still not telling us anything. He's not providing us with enough care. He's not even empathizing with us. He just wants to do what's best for him. And his press conferences are all about him and defending himself and blaming like other people, like even Barack Obama. Everything is Barack Obama's fault. You know, and he yells at the reporters if they try to get the information from him. Like one of them was my favorite one, is what she was saying. What did you do for the month of February? He's like, we did lots of stuff. I'll get you a list and da 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 da. She's like, well, you did stuff in January, you know? And he's like, yeah, there were no deaths in January. Or like one death or something. And then she's like, well, then the month of February, it started climbing up and you didn't do anything. And then I think whoever else asked those kinds of questions, he was like, that's a mad question, or that's a bad question, and you're from a bad source, da 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 da. He doesn't answer questions. He just does his own propaganda, like the video he showed of him. Anyway, before I get into that. Yeah, and so he wants to hold money away from the World Health Order during a pandemic, just to blame them for not giving him the information, which they did. And they offered him stuff and he did not take it. They offered him ventilators and stuff like that, from what I understand. Gotta get a Kleenex. So that kind of, those things rile me up. And when I hear Trump say, I have absolute power, I have total power, he did a tweet about being mutiny on the bounty, and that maybe a little mutiny's not that bad, something like that. And those are things that a dictator would say, or a wannabe dictator. So honestly, that scares me, because who's to stop him? You know, the senators and the House of Republicans, they wouldn't push him out. How would they actually get him out of office? Honestly, he's just become this powerful person, and I don't even know why, because he has so many failed businesses. Okay, anyway. Okay, I digress. That is where my heart and head go, and it becomes angry, and it becomes defiant, and I lose my faith in God, because I'm like, how are you even letting this happen? So when I have times like that, this is a Bible that has been with me since I was 18. Pastor gave it to me actually for graduation. And I just want to see what time it was. When I open, I pray really hard, and I don't like keep looking for something. I just open it, and whatever I need to see is in there. Now, the last three times that I opened this, it directly went to what I needed. Okay, that didn't. All right. Basically, the one time I was like praying, and I said, you know, Lord, I have been so impure and full of hatred, and I just want to cleanse my body of, you know, and my mind with bad words and judgment, and calling Republicans this and that, and clumping them all. And so I just want to clear my head. So I have stopped watching dark shows, like crime shows and haunted shows and stuff like that, and I've stuck with like the 80s movies or the good rom-coms and stuff like that to just keep myself up. And then there was another time that I opened it, and it said end of times, and it gave a little it says basically, this all has to happen. Everything that we're going through, it has to happen, so that so the whole world can be created new, and the heavens will be created new, and even the people who have died will be rising up from the dust, and will be judged at that time. Now, as far as that kind of stuff, I'm open to anything, but when God gives me direction like that, I can't deny it. I am at 99 minutes and 44 seconds, so I'm going to let you go, and we will pick this up another time. But I hope your quarantine gets better. I hope this makes me feel better, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.